is Andrew Millspaw, and I'm from Delaware Valley Elementary School. Also with me are
Robert Ketchum, Tricia Four, Nicole Standaback,
Randall Passard,
Anthony Spears, Tanaya Ward, Hillary Gillender.
We are all in the 5th grade, and we are reporters. Some of us are television reporters with DVE-TV, which is a live television news show that we produce in our school each day. We come to school an hour early to do this. Our show airs on Access 8 public television every Saturday night. Some of us are from DVE-News, which is a monthly newspaper that we write and publish in our school. We meet 3 times a week after school to work on DVE-News. We are producing this video just for you, and we are going to show you around our school and around our community.
I'm Nicole Standaback. I will be giving you a tour of the outside and around our school. Our school is in a complex with a middle school and high school. We are now standing in front of our school, the Delaware Valley Elementary School. We have grades kindergarten through 5th here, and there are about 675 students and staff in our school. Later, we'll be showing you around the inside of our school. Now we are going on a tour of the outside. This is the field where our high school football team practices, and where we have our gym classes. You're now looking at the district office where the school board plans what we are doing in our school. Our superintendent is Mr. Melody, and his office is in this building. This is another field, and right in back of it is our new stadium and track where our sports team, the Warriors, play their games.
I'm standing in Florida.
I'm standing in Texas.
I'm standing in New Mexico.
I'm standing in Montana.
I'm standing in Nevada.
I'm standing in California.
I'm standing in New York. Now we're at the playground where we have recess. Now you are looking at the 4th grade birdhouse and flower garden. Now we are at the field where our field hockey team plays their games. This is a middle school where 6th, 7th, and 8th grade goes. There is also a swimming pool in their school. You're now looking at the high school where 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th goes.
My dad teaches art in the high school.
There are over 4,000 students in our school district.
Zoom in on that now.
This is the highway right in front of our school. Well, looks like we're back in front of our school. That's the end of our tour. We hope you had fun learning about our school district, Delaware Valley.
Hi, I'm Hillary Gillender, and I will be showing you our community. We live in a community that is in a big valley that has 2 rivers running through it, the Delaware and the Neversink. First, we are at the Shawangunk Mountains, which you can see in the background of Highway 84. This is just one of the mountains surrounding our valley. You will notice the beautiful colors on the trees right now. This is because we are in the middle of the fall foliage. The leaves are turning yellow, red, and orange, and they're really beautiful. But after that, the leaves will fall to the ground and the trees will be bare to the winter. Now you are looking at the numbers on the mountains, and each graduating class writes the year that they graduate on the mountain, even though they're not allowed to. Now we are at the place where most of the people shop in our area. We have Grand Union, Wendy's, Kmart, and Perkins, but they are only about 4 years old. There's 8 other stores. There's 8 other small shops here too. Also, right next to our school, we have a McDonald's and Walmart. In the background, you can see High Point Monument. It is the highest point in New Jersey. It has an elevation of 1,803 feet. High Point is also a state park where people can fish, camp, and hike. Here is one of the rivers I mentioned. It's the Delaware River. It has a lot of eels and other fish in it. People like to trap eels, smoke them, then sell them to restaurants. This is a very big tourist attraction for boating and canoeing. During the summer, there is a lot of canoes and boats in the river all the time. They even have night cruises down the river. You can see the Mid-Delaware Bridge from here. This connects Pennsylvania and New York together. The bridge is actually owned by both states. There are sidewalks on each side of it. And in the middle, you can walk from New York to Pennsylvania in just one step. The geese are here because they're migrating south for the winter and they need to get their food supply first. On top of the other part of the mountain is Point Peter. Just like you can look down at New Jersey from the High Point Monument, you can also see all of Port Jervis from Point Peter. This is the Old Area Depot. It is an old railroad station that New York repaired. Behind it is the railroad tracks. Twice a year, an old steam engine comes through just like they used to all the time. During the year, commuter trains stop at Port Jervis every day to pick up passengers. Most of the passengers are traveling to and from New York City where they work. New York City is about an hour and a half away from here. We drove through a very old cemetery which is along the Delaware River. We didn't stop to see it, but there is a huge rock called Goose Rock that some older kids jump into the river from. This is the Tri-State Rock. It connects Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey together. When you stand where we are, you're in all 3 states at the same time. Isn't this cool? This is also where the Neversink and Delaware River meet. This is the Hawk's Nest on Route 97. If you look off it in the fall like now, you can see the whole valley change colors. You can also see the Delaware River. We are standing on the New York side of the river, but you can see the Pennsylvania side on the other side. This whole area is a breeding and nesting area for bald eagles. You can usually see them if you're watching carefully. The Hawk's Nest is a very windy road like you saw, and they use it for car commercials. We have 2 more places to take you. They are both in Pennsylvania. Bobby will be telling you about those places. Stay tuned.
Okay, guys.
My name is Bobby Ketchum, and our school is in Pike County. And this building is where the Pike County Historical Society meets. It is called Milford Columns because of the huge columns it has on it. Milford Columns is a historical site in Milford. It has an American flag that was wrapped around President Lincoln's head after he was shot. After he was shot in Ford's Theater. The flag was donated by someone who was actually in the play that was being performed at Ford's Theater. When President Lincoln was shot, she lived in Milford and brought the flag here. The flag, which has President Lincoln's blood on it, is displayed in a glass case inside. The columns also has a big yellow stagecoach that people would ride in around a long time ago in Milford. There are a lot of antiques, furniture, and paintings inside. Now we are by Grade Towers. This is the home of Gifford Pinchot, and he donated the building and the land to the government. The United States Forest Service was started here by Gifford Pinchot. Just 2 weeks before his death, President John F. Kennedy spoke at Grade Towers during the dedication ceremony for the founding of the U.S. Forest Service.
Hi, I'm Trisha Poor. Now we're in Delaware Valley Elementary School. We have kindergarten through 5th grade here, and there are 4 classes in each grade level. We have a total of 24 homeroom classes. I will give you a tour around the school. We are walking down to the kindergarten wing, and this is where all the kindergarten classes are working. Here are some kindergartners that will tell you about their class. What is your name?
Bradley Nicholas.
What is your name?
Megan Smith.
What is your name?
Kyle Shaw.
What is your name?
Anthony Cavallaro.
Who is your teacher?
Mrs. Delmina.
Who is
Miss Shadova.
Who is your
Mrs. Farr. Mrs. Watson.
What do you like about your class?
I like it and it's pretty fun.
What do you like about your class?
I like we play along nice.
What do you like about your class?
I like when we play games and things. I like to play on the computers and like to watch crickets.
Thank you. Now we're going to the 1st and 2nd graders wing. Here are some first grade kids that will tell you about activities in their class.
My name is Claire Price, and I'm in Mrs. Connolly's class. My name is Stanley Duckett, and I'm in Mrs. Olson's class. My name is Michael Morgan, and I'm in Miss Crowley's class.
What do you like about your class?
I like it there because there's lots of people. I like because we're learning stuff. I like it because my teacher is nice.
Thank you. I'm here with some second graders. They will tell you their teacher and who's their name.
Hi, my name is Brendan Tanner, and I'm from Mrs. Lambert's class, and I like learning about Christopher Columbus because he's a very famous person.
Hi, I'm Angelica Michael. I'm from Mrs. Mann's class. I like music because we get to do fun stuff.
Hi, I'm Billy Poor. I'm Trisha's brother. I'm from Mrs. Dale class. I like about communities.
Hi, I'm Sierra Coleman, and I'm from Mrs. Donnelly's second grade class, and I like when we read books.
Thank you. Now we're at the music room where we dance and sing to our music classes, and where we have chorus and ensemble. The little room attached to this, where we have our band lessons. They're doing sign language right now.
Changes, it's even Thanksgiving. Let's rededicate this old day to helping the hungry, the poor, and the homeless, so all may be able to say thanks for
Orders that are on the unit except stop.
that rose from the ground. When our loved ones near, we bless the year that's brought us safely round. With our loved ones near, we bless the year that's brought us safely round.
This is our library. Every book in our library has a barcode on it. It checks out our books on the computer. We have a preschool library in here once a week too. We have library class once a week, and we also have book checkout once a week. Our school takes tests on a computer program called Accelerator Reader, where we can earn points for reading. We can do research using Grier's encyclopedia on the computer, and we can find books in the library by using Search Plus on the computer, instead of looking them up on a card catalog. Now to Anthony for a tour of the rest of the school.
Thank you, Tricia. I am Anthony Spears. I will show you the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade classes, and other things. Okay, let's go. This is our school office. The secretaries, Mrs. Hardick and Mrs. McCourtney, work in here, and our principal's office is here. This is the 3rd grade hall, and these are the 3rd grade classrooms. Now, we are going to ask one student from each class a couple of questions. Hi, my name is Anthony Spears. What's yours?
Andrew Selesky.
Jeff Schultz.
Nathaniel Sweeney. Bonner Williams.
Who is your teacher?
This is Cassandra.
This is a fort.
Mrs. Fitzpatrick. Mrs. Patrick.
What do you like about our classroom and school?
Accelerated reader and math.
Do you have something?
Accelerated reader and spelling.
I like my friends and my teacher.
I like accelerated reader and doing insect reports.
What do you like about something about your class?
Yeah, we like to do lots of stuff in the like do projects, and they're a lot of fun. And that's it.
We are doing tall tales.
We are doing a lot of project with insects, and we're starting maps.
We started maps, and we made these books about insects, and we had to make a computer clip and then cut it out and put it on a piece of paper.
The nurse's office is here. Mrs. O'Day is our nurse. She takes care of sick kids, giving out medicine, and helps do herding and eye checks. This is our health room. The gym teachers also teach us about having good health and about the human body.
Lindsay, come out and point to show me which one cerebellum is. Cerebellum, bellum. Okay, how did you know that was it? What does it look like? Okay, all right, good. Is that the cerebellum? Okay.
We also have a guidance teacher with our guidance counselor, Mr. Tracy. He talks about problems and teaches kids how to solve problems and get along. What's the most important part of your job?
Listening to kids, Anthony.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is our cafeteria. Their food is very good. This is our art room. Mrs. Caniglio is our art teacher. These are some artwork that some of the students made. We do all kinds of neat things in art, including pottery and making baskets. Right now, we are working on Halloween and fall projects. What is your name?
Amanda.
What are you working on?
A fall picture.
What grade are you in?
First grade.
Thank you. This is our supply case. We put many artwork in here, and right now, this is nothing but Halloween. Boo, boo, boo. This is the DVE TV studio and the DVE-News room. This is where we write and report our television show, and where we put our newspaper together. As you can see, these are all kinds of props and pictures around the room. We write to a lot of famous people, and we have interviewed people like Vice President Al Gore, General Colin Powell,
John Travolta. Yes, John Travolta. Melba Moore, and even former Israeli Prime Minister Shimon Peres. These are all autographed pictures from the people we write to and interview. We even have autographed from Mother Teresa, Shaquille O'Neal, and Big Bird. This is the 4th and 5th grade wing of our school. The 4th graders aren't here right now. They're on a field trip, but we'll get to them later. These are 5th graders. Hi, can you please give us your name and your teacher's name?
My name's Jessica LaFrisco, and I'm in Miss Feller's class.
My name's Philip Motti, and I'm in Mrs. Fry's 5th grade class.
My name's Zach Peters, and I'm in Miss Rowe's 5th grade class.
My name is Naomi Sweeney, and I'm in Mrs. Wasey's 5th grade class.
Can you tell us what you like about your classroom and our school?
I like this school because it's a lot different from our other school, and our classroom has a lot of nice people in it.
I like this school because there's a lot of nice teachers. We learn a lot of stuff, and I like my class because I have a lot of my friends in it.
I like this school because there's a lot of nice people, and I like my class because all my friends are in.
I like the school because there's a lot of different projects always going on, and I like my classroom because all my friends are there.
Thanks a lot. Now let's go see Miss Cole. Randy Passard is going to interview her.
Hi, Mrs. Cole. How long have you been the principal of our school?
Well, Randy, this is my 12th year as principal at Delaware Valley.
How did our school get involved in making this video?
Well, I think you know that last fall I went to the Distinguished Principals Conference because I was named one of the Distinguished Principals. And at that conference, the principal from Trapnell Elementary School was also there. And so he sent us a video of his school, and we're going to send one back so that his school can get to know our school a little bit, just like we got to know Trapnell.
What do you want people to know about our school and community?
Well, I want them to know that we have 620 anxious learners. Our kids are really very good at learning and enjoy learning. We have about 60 staff members that work very hard to keep our kids learning, right? I'd like them to know that our parents are very supportive of us, and we have about 75 volunteers that come into the building. We also have volunteers from our middle school called PALS, which you know about. And we have a few high school kids that come and tutor. We have a before school and after school tutoring program, and we have a new reading program this year called Repeated Reading for Success, where our reading teachers and some instructional assistants go around to the 1st and 2nd grades and work 1-on-3 or 1-on-4 with kids. In our community, I'd like them to know that our community is very supportive of our schools. They're willing to pay high taxes so that our schools are very good. Our schools have not only good parents, but even the community members that don't have children support our schools. And many times we have visitors to our show that have no children, but they're good community people and they support what we do. We are a very strong technology school, as you know. We use computers every day, all day. And we have teleconferencing and things that make it easy for us to communicate with the rest of the world. Using email and the internet and teleconferencing really connects us very well. Our community is somewhat rural,